Hi, my name is Christina Cassandra A. Manarpaac, a grade 12 student of Immaculate Conception Academy, and our topic for today is about Shintoism. Have you ever heard the word Shintoism before? Do you have any idea what is Shintoism? Are you interested to know what is Shintoism is? Then, let's find out.
Origins of Shinto, the beginnings, is a region shrouded in the midst of prehistory. Shinto has always been considered the original native religion of the people of Japan. When Buddhism Nihongo Butsu, the way of the Buddha, came to Japan from China in the 6th century, an identifying label was needed to distinguish the name as Asian Way from the Chinese Shendao, way of the sacred. It came to be known in Japan as Shinto or Kami no Meiji, Nihongo, pathway of the Kami. Shinto has no founder, no omnipotent deity, no sacred scripture, and no organized system of theology. Although distinctively Japanese, it has been influenced over time by Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism. The most extreme turning point of Shinto in recent history occurred when the Emperor Hirohito, coerced by officials of the victorious United States, announced his own divinity as a descendant of goddess Amaterasu. Shinto was an official state religion, was established shortly thereafter and replaced by what is known as Jinja Shinto. After the devastation of the Second World War, new Shinto sects emerged across Japan, offering their followers peace and order during a chaotic time, and emphasizing the Shinto aspects of faith healing, purification, and nature worship. 3 forms of Shinto. Domestic Shinto. Domestic Shinto is the very simple and common form that is practiced in many Japanese homes. The basic symbol of Japanese Shinto is the Kamidana, God Child, which usually contains the names of family, ancestors, or statues of beneficials or highly regarded kami. Traditional Kamidana contains any object of religious significance to the family that evokes good memories or is perceived to bring good fortune, such as relics both at the neighbors' shrines. State Shinto. State Shinto was established as a religious foundation with no other function other than to stimulate patriotism and loyalty to the Japanese nation under its emperor. The first few articles of the Japanese constitutions of 1889 declare, "The Emperor of Japan shall be reign over and govern by a line of emperors under ages eternal. The Emperor is sacred and inviolable." Sectarian Shinto. When the state imposed Jinja Shinto as a patriotic and militaristic institution, the religious side of Shinto was forced to create a separate sectarian identity. The more recent 13 or 14 major Shinto sects can be classified into 3. Those which stress the traditional religious rituals and Asian mythology of Shinto, those with a primary emphasis on nature worship, particularly venerating the beautiful and graceful mountains of Japan, among them Fuji and Antaki, and those that emerged from the folk practices of shamanism, divination, and faith healing. Sacred texts. In Shinto, there is no all-inclusive canon of sacred texts. There are no extant Shinto manuscripts from before the 7th century with the influx of Chinese culture and religions into Japan. There was felt need to identify what distinctively belonged to Japanese heritage. Inspired by Chinese historical writings, Japanese scholars in the early 8th century collected their oral myths and historical traditions into 2 important official accounts. These are the Kojiki or Furukutofumi, records of Asian matters, completed in 712 CE, in the Nihongi or Nihon Shuki, Chronicles of Japan, completed in 720 CE, which are the best and most complete sources on primitive Japanese beliefs concerning the origin and nature of the kami, the universe, and the humanity. Creed. As a prehistoric indigenous Japanese religion traditions that has been influenced by Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism, Shinto provides worldview that has become central to Japanese culture and national identity. Having neither an omnipotent deity nor any formal set of doctrines, Shinto more a diverse collection of traditional rituals and ceremonies than a system of dogmatic beliefs or ethics. It emphasizes family, community, tradition, nature, purity, harmony, and mokuto, truth, sincerity. Creed. Shinto is founded on belief in kami, which are spiritual beings' essence, forces belonging to nature that animate everything in the world. Since the kami are immanent, present, and residents, there is a spiritual event sacred quality that is present in most ordinary things. Mythology. In Shinto mythology, creation takes many forms: sexual union, cutting up existing kami, and releasing the lifeblood of a kami. 3 of the major Shinto deities were created through a rite of purification, giving such rites significance as a means for human beings to gain divine power. Code. Similar to the religions originating from China, Shinto adheres to certain assumptions. It is assumed that there is a preordained, appropriate pattern of behavior for every being in the universe. Peace and order reign when all beings operate in cosmic harmony by existing in rightly ordered relationship. Since its very survival is contingent on the preservation of this cosmic harmony, humanity has a special responsibility for maintaining this already existing cosmic harmony and for restoring it when human tragedy, ignorance, or willfulness has disturbed it. So, Shinto is a set of traditional rituals and ceremonies rather than a system of dogmatic beliefs or a definite code of ethics. Ritual performance in Shinto is basically a matter of purifying and giving order to the universe through human action. In the same way that the goddess Amaterasu upheld harmony through her shon, the Japanese emperor human beings strive to preserve it through ritual observance. Furthermore, the act of purification signifies the intention to achieve purity of heart, which corresponds to makoto or sincerity. Unity. Following the ethical imperative of preserving and maintaining cosmic harmony, an adherent of Shinto is expected to practice devotion to family and to the nation. Every individual belongs to a family, an educational institutions, a business corporation, and a nation. It is an obligation to sacrifice selfish impulse for the benefit and honor of these larger groups one is a part of. If the existence of these groups does not influence the actions of an individual, one has to keep in mind that the kami and one's ancestors are paying attention. People all over the world refer to Japan as the land of kami. Indeed, it is exactly as they say. Our country, as a special mark of favor from the heavenly kami, was begotten by them. We, down to the most humble man and woman, are the descendants of the kami.